Welcome to my channel where you get quick tips that you can implement right away to help you grow your business. So why don't you go ahead and grab your favorite beverage? I already have mine.
Well, greetings, entrepreneurs. My name is Michelle Rowley, aka the Savvypreneur. I'm an online course creator and a digital marketer, and I'm here to give you 3 tips that's going to help you in your content creation efforts. So let's get started. So the first tip that I want to give you when it comes to creating content is you have to have a goal and an objective. You have to know what it is that you want to achieve in your business that's going to bring you closer to that goal. So if you say that your goal is to build an email list, by how many people do you want to build your email list? Do you want 500 people on your email list, 1,000 people on your email list? Because what that's going to tell you is now you're going to have to get busy creating the content that they need. And then you're going to have to put in place call to actions, meaning some form of content that is going to give them a quick solution to something that they're struggling with or a pain point that they have. Now you can put call to actions in the form of a video. It could be a 10-15 minute video and you can just provide a link to it. It could be a podcast, again, that you provide a link to, or it could be a PDF that they just download. But you can create different forms of call to actions. That way it is easy for you and you can just send them the information once they opt in and sign up. But this way, you are getting in your mind what is the end goal that you want to achieve, and you're basically working backwards to achieve that goal, right? So now the next thing is brand awareness. You want people to know more about your brand and your business. So that means putting yourself out there a little bit more. I remember when I was building my blog up, I was trying to bring awareness to my blog. So I knew that I had to create content. I had to basically do more research to find out what it was my audience was looking for and basically what is it that they need more information. So in order for me to achieve that task or that goal, I had to just basically put my eyes on creating content. Like that was my goal, creating content, putting call to actions in place and making sure that it was content that was needed, not content that I thought they needed, but content that they actually did need it. And the thing that I would say is that there was one blog post that I wrote that went so viral as far as I'm concerned. And it gave me more insight into what my audience needed, because from that one blog post, I got more feedback into what things they were struggling with. They were telling me like, well, how did you build your website, or who built your website? And, is blogging hard? And how do I, set up an email list? How do I do this? So now questions were coming to me from just a blog post. And now I was getting insight into what my audience was struggling with. So now I didn't have to think of or even go and do research on what I needed to create for them, because now they were telling me in the comments of what it is that they needed help with. So now I would just go and provide that content for them. So that's another way. When you start building brand awareness, you become an authority in your field based on what it is that you are doing, right? So maybe the next thing is you want to retain clients. So with that, with the retaining clients, maybe you have an upsell. Maybe there's something that you can bring an add-on service to something that will enhance what they've already purchased from you. So that way you are now bringing them more value and you're retaining them also as a client. Now, another thing that I want you to pay attention to, and I hope that you have this in place, but if not, then maybe this can be your homework, is a mission statement. Because your mission statement is basically going to drive what it is that you do and how you speak to those who follow you. So let me give you some clues based on 2 companies that are in the same industry and what their mission statement is and how they are putting out content based on what their mission statement is. So the first company is MAC. So we know that MAC is in the beauty industry, and their mission statement says to be the world's leading makeup authority among both professional makeup artists and consumers, right? And then they also said that they want to meet the customer's need for superior quality services and to provide secure and challenging work environment for all employees. So what they're saying based on the first part of that mission statement is they want to be the leading authority among what? Professional makeup artists and consumers. So when they put out content, it's going to speak to the makeup artist and it's going to speak to the consumer. So this is their mission, and they continue to create their content based on what it is that they want to achieve within the marketplace. So this is the same thing with you. What is it that you want to achieve? What is your mission when it comes to your product or your service? Who is it for? And we're going to get into that in a minute. But let me give you the next business is Sephora. So they're again in the beauty business. So their mission statement is a leader in prestige omni retail. Our purpose at Sephora is to create an inviting beauty shopping experience, inspire fearlessness in our community. So they're more focused on making sure that when you come into their facility, that you have a great shopping experience. And probably when they put out content, it's to bring you into that experience, bring you into that store, give you incentives to come into the physical location so they can provide that for you. So when you are sitting down and you are forming your mission statement, it is basically what it is that you're offering to your target audience. What is it that you want to be known for within your space? So the next thing is part 2, brainstorming. So when you sit down to brainstorm, and I do this, I open up an app that is a mind map app, and I sit down and I basically say, when I'm creating content, who is this content for? Right? So then I would say, is it for millennials? Is it for Generation X? Is it for baby boomers? Now, it could be a mix of a couple of, people in there. It could be a mix of baby boomers and maybe, Generation X, or maybe even some millennials sprinkled in there. But basically, you want to know, who are your main followers? Who is your main customer? Are they moms? Are they single women? Are they married women? Are they new homeowners? Are they pet owners? Are they people who are trying to switch to a vegan lifestyle? So when you really know who it is that you want to speak to, then it becomes easier to focus on just that one aspect of providing the content for them, because you already know what it is in the field, in the area that they are in. For instance, a new homeowner. If you are a real estate person, then you know a new homeowner, certain things that they may need. So you're going to provide content on them being new homeowners, maybe getting familiar with the area that they're around, maybe the school system, that if they have children. So you're going to provide content for them, maybe doctor's offices and all different types of content that you can provide for them. So it comes with knowing who your target audience is. Content creation and target audience go hand in hand, because you can't create content if you don't know who you're speaking to, right? Because it's going to fall flat and you're not going to see the engagement that you want to see. And I want to help you prevent that. So the next thing is, what type of content does your audience like to, consume? Like, do they like video more? Do they like podcasts? Do they like blog posts? Do they like newsletter, guides, white papers? So when you understand the type of content that your audience likes to consume, then you go and you create more of that. But I have a little strategy that I use, because right now I'm using Zoom, right? So with Zoom, not only am I recording video, but it's also recording audio for me. So I can strip the audio and create a podcast from the audio, and then I can take that audio and I can also upload it in one of my transcription services, which is Otter, which is an app that you can download for free on your phone. Or I would go to Temi, Temi, and I believe it's like 10 cents a minute to transcribe your your audio. And I think that is so great, because now when it comes for me doing a blog post, I don't have to sit here and write it. I just put it in Temi. Temi gives it back to me, and I just, put it on my website. So that's another way where you can really get content out on a regular basis, because you want to show up constantly to your audience. You want to make sure that you're showing up on a regular basis and you're putting out that content that they need, because then they will continue to come to you, because they see that you're an authority on what it is you're talking about. So the last part of this I want to ask you, and that's the third part, is to ask yourself a question. Is the content that I'm creating, is it bringing me closer to my goal? Now, let's say you have a money goal, and say your money goal to make, I don't know, you have a product or you have a service, and say that product is maybe $199, but you want to reach the goal maybe of making $1,500 from that product or that service. So now you're going to have to say, how many people do I need to purchase this product or service at $199? So you're going to need 8 people, and 8 people is going to basically put you over your goal. I believe it's like 90 something dollars over your goal. But guess what? That's only 8 people. So the more people that you get to look at that offer is the more people that you can convert into that offer, right? So the more eyeballs that see that, and the right eyeballs, let me say that. So you have to know where your people are hanging out online. You have to know where they're spending their time. So this way you can put that messaging out before them, and this way they can now go ahead and opt into your paid offers, because that is the end goal. Your free content should always lead to your paid content. So with that being said, I hope that these 3 tips have helped you. If you have any questions or comments that you want to leave them below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will be with you on the next video to provide you with some more tips, tools, and strategies to help you in your business. Have a great day.
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.